And let me mute everybody out. All right, guys, good evening and welcome to our TFU 2.0 community where we literally talk about how to use this system to capture pips. And as you guys can see, we are not just talking about it, we are actually catching these pips. As we can see, can you guys see my screen? Yes or no? Somebody unmute.
Yes, I can.
All right. There's no better training than training while you're catching these pips. All right. Now, here's the thing, guys. What I discovered or actually come to a conclusion over the weekend, I kind of experienced it throughout the week. Didn't want to say nothing until I knew what I was looking at was really valid. And we have to truly respect the quads or better. I call it only trade the quads or better. Go ahead and eliminate this triple. We're not even going to use that no more. We're not going to. Ooh, look at those pips, girl. Pip-licious. Pip hooray. Pip-licious. Hold on, y'all. Let me close. One of my things already hit take profit. Dang it. All right. This is a good training. So what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to let this hit the take profit, and then I'm going to go into it. Oh, I know you don't know. Okay. All right. It will be. I just didn't want to do it on this one, but it will be, Earl. Let me get this thing to 50 pips real quick. Let it come on down here and hit that thing. It's gonna touch that bottom line. I don't hit the 50 pips. Anybody got any questions while we're talking? I'm gonna get out of this trade, and but I don't want to train and be trading. But I will answer some questions while I'm watching this trade.
How do I
go back into trading?
I have a question.
Yes.
How do I get that gold arrow that's on top of the yellow box?
That is your level 2 exhausted candle. So it's a part of the package. So if you right click and pull up your indicator list, and you want to go to your 2.0 system,
got it.
Edit. And right here, it is the actual right here. You want to make sure these say true. So display level 1 exhaust true, display level 2 exhaust true. If those are not true, they're not going to show.
It's true.
Okay, and then what you do is just decide the colors. Here are the colors that I chose.
Gotcha. All right.
And it should work.
It should. I got it.
All right, let me get these 50 pips real quick, y'all. Bang, bang. Oh, there she is. Everybody hold on for 1 second. I got 5 more minutes, but I'm going to get out of this at 50 pips. Hang on.
I made a picture of it.
Any other questions? And I will promise you we're going to get into this training. This is going to be one you want to go and look at the tapes for a while because we're about to make it happen. September is going to be very, very special for a lot of you. Hold on, let me get it to pips and I'm running. I believe it's going to keep dropping, but I'm going to take 50 and run. That's crazy. We come a long way from 10 pips and dip, Kareem. All right, y'all. I took it. I'm out. Let's train. Okay. Let me mark this because I believe it's going to keep dropping. If you're still in it, congratulations. If you got out, congratulations. If you took money, congratulations. It is about to hit a major wall right now and maybe do some pulling back. But if it breaks through it, it may do some nice falling though. So, ooh, that thing done went. So that is at the wall right now. And I'm gonna explain to you this wall. But the market is doing some dropping right now. So it's gonna probably wick here and just back and forth in this channel. All right, Stan, what are you talking about? It doesn't even matter. Let's talk about the 2.0 system and how you guys should be profiting from this. Let me say this with all sincerity and all, you know, as much, you know, sincerity. Please, guys, do not try to be special with this system. Just follow the system. Now what you can do is literally, you don't even have to drop to the 5-minute window anymore. What I'm about to share with you guys, you can be confident and just take the trade. The only time you should drop to the 5-minute window is if you miss the initial entry and you want to get, want to see where you can jump in. Dropping to the smaller time frame may not always be it, but it's an option. So let's talk about the 15-minute window. This is truly a scalping time frame because you're gonna get the opportunity a lot more than the higher time frames. So here's what I'm talking about. I believe you should only trade in the direction of the quads or better. No matter what, you should only trade in the direction of the quads or better. All right, what do I mean by that? I got some echo in here. Hold on, let me make sure that I muted everybody out. All right, the quads are better simply are level 1 semaphore followed by not level 1, level 1 exhaust arrow with a semaphore and with a safe zone and thumbs. That makes up a quad. If you have the level 1 and the level 2, like right here, this makes up a grand slam. All right, guys, the grand slam and the quads in the 15-minute window are not that much different because you're in a smaller time frame. Now, the grand slam in a higher time frame definitely carries a lot more weight, but in the 15-minute window, in my opinion, they're about equal as far as the distance, because sometimes just the quad itself can go just as long as this grand slam. But we're only looking to take these trades because we're looking to scalp. When I say scalp, my minimum pip when I take these trades is 35 pips in the 15-minute window. And my window is in between 35 and 50. So that's why I told you, let me take these 50 pips and get out of here because of the type of trade it was. So let's talk about the different quads, all right? You have a quad that's with the semaphore that doesn't have the level 3, and then you'll have the quads with the semaphore with the little flower inside. The flower inside is a level 3 exhaustion. As far as a semaphore, you had a level 2 and level 3 semaphore. Level 2 is without the sunburst. Level 3 is with the sunburst. When I see a level 3 and a level 1 or a level 2 semaphore, in my mind, I'm automatically thinking 50 pips because I have 2 major exhausted arrows, a level 1 and a level 2. If I see a level 2 and a level 3 semaphore, level 2 exhaustion, I'm looking for about 50 pips. If I see a level 2 semaphore with a level 1 semaphore, I'm typically going for about 35 pips. If I see I know y'all gonna ask a bunch of questions. If I see a level 1 with a level 3 semaphore, that's 50 pips. Any semaphore that I see that comes with the sunburst, I'm going for 50 pips in the 15-minute window. If it's without the sunburst, but I got the level 1, Level 2 sunburst, I'm going for 35. Let me pause. Any questions on that? Unmute.
Can you rewind, please, and start over?
All right, Carrie.
Information.
We're only going to be trading going forward in the direction of quads or better. What is a quad? Let me start there. A quad makes up a level 1 or a level 2 exhaustion with a semaphore. It could be a 2 or a 3, a thumbs, and your trigger, which is your safe zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quad. Are you good on that, Kareem? You know what a quad is?
Yeah. I got some while on vacation. I understood a few times.
Okay. So the next way is a grand slam. A grand slam just consists of adding the level 2 exhaustion to the actual 4 already indicators or confirmations that makes up a grand slam. Now here's me, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. You can do it or you don't have to. When I take a trade off of a quad or better, I actually take the trade on the flash of the safe zone. Now, some of you guys have not downloaded the new updated 2.0 system. We added a flash where you can get notified on the flash of the semaphore or on the flash of the safe zone. But even if you don't have the flash and you're sitting there watching it because you see all you're waiting on is your safe zone to get in, I typically take that trade on the flash. And let me tell you what happened on Friday. This trade actually came on this. The semaphore was not here. It actually came here. It came on this candle right here, and it did not flash until right here. Let me fatten up that line real quick so y'all can see it. I'm not telling y'all to do that, but I'm telling you I'm doing it, and I have been batting a 90% batting average doing it in the last week or so. But I only do it off of the initial quad or better. I don't do it as a secondary entry. I'll wait till it closes. But on the quad or better, I'll take it on the flash. Because if I would have took it at the close, which would have been the next candle, I now have to, I see this big old movement, and right here, guys, this push down 30, 42 pips. I knew what I was going for because I had a level 1 exhaustion, but I had a level 2 semaphore. So that wasn't the 50 move for me. It was the 35. So I already knew from here when I got the flash how many pips I'm going for. And it went 42, but I put it at 35. When this trade started, I knew I was going for 50 pips. I took it on the flash. It pulled back on me 11 pips, and she dropped 60 pips. There is a strong support right here. And in the 4-hour window, that's actually the moving 50. That's why it keeps coming here. I'm going to give y'all some dimensions that y'all can put as moving averages so you don't have to flip back and forth to the 4-hour to see what's going on with that moving average. I'm going to give it to you so you can know what it's doing in the 15-minute window. All right, with that being said, that's how I'm taking these trades. If I catch it semaphore with a level 3, I'm going for 50 pips. That went on the flash. It went 64 to the tip. All right. This was not my trade in the 15-minute window because there was not a level 1 semaphore. Even though this trade dropped 70 pips, this was not my trade. Actually, I take that back. This was my trade. But this trade here I needed to wait for the candle to close. Only time I take it on the flash is on the initial of the quad or better. If I take a continuation trade, why am I taking this trade and not this trade? Someone unmute and tell me. Why did I not take this 90 pip move?
Direction.
I waited to take this. Say it again.
Direction of the last quad.
It's the direction of the last quad. I don't know that this is about to go this far on a pullback. 15-minute window told me I am a seller until I get another quad setup to kill this sale. That's all we're doing, guys. If you take the initial one, I took this trade on Friday. I took it on the flash. It went up. It came down. Guess what happened right here? What do you guys think I did when I saw that? This is class participation. What do you think I did when I saw this semaphore close? I have a level 1. I have a level 3. I'm looking for 50 pips, and I get a safe zone going the other direction. Do I stay in that trade or do I get out?
Get out.
Get out of the trade.
Yeah.
You minimize your loss and you wait for a new entry. It wasn't even a good 30 minutes later. This candle, this safe zone, matter of fact, it was this safe zone arrow actually came right here on this thumb. So when it closed here, I entered this trade. Now, let me say this. Watch this. Very important note. I only go for the 50 pips on the initial entry. Let me say it one more time. If I have a level 3, so when I took this trade, I was looking for 50 pips. But I got counterfeited with this safe zone saying, get out. So when I re-enter here, I wasn't looking for 50 pips. I go for half of what I was going to originally go for on that initial entry. So I only went for 25 pips. When the safe zone closed here, I took the next trade, got my 25 pips, and I was good. Does that make sense? I'll say it again. Only time, this is in the 15-minute window. I'm going to give you guys some numbers for the 30-minute window, and I'm going to give you some numbers for the hour. I'm going to actually now give y'all numbers that you can use. My stop loss for the 15-minute window is 50 pip stop loss. Okay? I've seen it enough where it's starting to respect this system. Now, I'm only going to talk to you about gold. You guys can use the same rules, but the pips and the stop losses can be a little different. But I think the rules still are the same as far as entering the trade. You just have to play with what the target is. I've been playing with gold for a while now, and I don't think I found my little sweet spot as far as take profit and stop loss. So let me say this for the 15-minute window. If you're going to scalp the 15-minute window with quads or better, the initial entry of the trade off of the quad, if it has a level 2 semaphore and a level 1 or a level 2 exhausted candle, go for about 35 pips. I personally take it on the flash. You can take it on the close. If it doesn't give it to you on the close and it goes a big candle like this, then avoid the trade. I do have strong confidence that you guys are going to be okay with taking it on the flash, but I cannot make you do that. I take it on the flash. I set a 50 pip stop loss. If for some reason, here's the question, if for some reason I enter that trade and price goes the opposite direction, it made my safe zone disappear, do I exit that trade? Can anyone answer that question from me? I enter the trade on the quad on the flash. When I enter it, the safe zone disappeared and it's going the opposite direction. What do I do?
No.
What does that mean? No, no what?
No, you don't exit the trade
You don't. Why don't you exit this trade?
because you did mention that sometimes you would have the safe zone arrow disappearing, but once the safe zone arrow appeared and closes, then you, even if it disappears, you don't exit the trade.
Gotcha. You don't exit the trade just because it disappeared. Remember, guys, the reason why you have a stop loss is saying this is what I'm willing to lose. So if price pulls back after I jumped in on the flash more than 35 pips, then I'm going to consider taking that 35 pip loss. But I do believe that is kind of what the market makers do, what they call their little stop hunt. It's about 35 some pips. So I don't jump out of that trade. If it start going really close to my stop loss, honestly, I let it hit my stop loss. Let me just be honest. 50 pips is my stop loss. If I jumped in on the flash, they got to take that 50 pips. I'm not getting out of that trade. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to start getting the jitters every time the safe zone flickers on you. Because just because you lost that one trade doesn't mean that system doesn't work. It doesn't happen. If I took 9 trades on what I just showed you guys, it may happen on 2. And I'll win 8 out of 10 doing it on the flash. So I'm definitely going to always do it on the flash. So you take it, level 1, exhaustion, with a level 2 semaphore, I'm taking 35 pips. If I get a level 1 exhaustion with a level 3 semaphore, I'm taking 50 pips on the flash. This is in the 15-minute window. Do you know how much money you can make just doing just that in the 15-minute window? 35 and 50 pips, a whop. Let's just talk about it real quick. This was on going into Thursday. This is at the end of the day. All right. You could have took this trade at the end of the day. That would have gave you 50 pips on the flash. Market open up during the Asian session. You would have caught on the flash 35 because this is a 35 pip setup. Here was a continuation during the pre-London session. London started right here on the 10 o'clock candle. That's exactly where you would have took this trade, or you can even say it right here. Anybody want to tell me how many pips am I going for here? My secondary entry, continuation entry off of 35. The quad.
35.
How many?
35.
25.
35.
25.
35.
No, I'm telling you, it's 25. The answer is 25. The reason why it's 25 is I'm going 50% of my initial of a grand slam or of a level 3, because there's a level 3. Look, there's a level 3 semaphore, but it's still coming off of this grand slam here. So it's my secondary entry. Look at all these candles that have moved between the my grand slam, my quad and my secondary entry. I don't trust that it has enough volume to give me a fresh 50. So I will take 25 on the secondary entry. Let me pause right there. Are there any questions on that?
Just to confirm, Stan, David here.
Mm-hmm.
The secondary entry has 3 major signals, which is the semaphore, the thumb, and the safe zone.
No, it doesn't even matter. I mean, the safe zone, this semaphore just tells me that I'm gonna go for 25 pips. If that was a level 2, I would have probably went for 15. So it doesn't have to have this setup. All I'm waiting on is another semaphore to close in the direction of my quad. This semaphore here just gives me an idea of how many pips I'm looking to go for.
Okay. Okay.
If it was a level 2, I would have only went for 15.
Okay.
If it was a level 3, like it is, I went for 25. But I'm not going for a full 50. Did it go 50? Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
The question I was really asking is that in establishing when a secondary entry appears, what are the things do we look for when a secondary entry
Just
appears?
to save. That's it. Just to save zone.
Just a safe zone.
Yep.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay. In the direction of the quad.
In the direction of the quad.
Or better.
All right. Any other question? Good question.
Okay.
Now, let me give you my personal opinion. I love doing this in the 15-minute window. Why? Because I can get my pips and be done before it ever starts developing in the higher time frame. But can you do it in a higher time frame? Yes. Matter of fact, the 30-minute window is actually forming one right now. Level 1 semaphore. Level 1 exhaustion coming off of a level 3 semaphore. There it is right there. I'm gonna tell you why I'm concerned about this is because it is sitting on that support in the 4-hour window. It's sitting on that 50. So I personally, let me just tell you, I personally like doing this in the 15-minute window. I would have taken this trade right here, but it is sitting on the moving 50 in the 4-hour window. That's the only reason why I did not take this trade on the flash, because price has been respecting this moving 50. Let me show y'all what that is. So if you are in the 30-minute window, you open up a moving average, just a regular old moving average on your screen. So you go to trend, go to moving average, and we're gonna make that moving average a 400. A 400 moving average is actually a 50 moving average in the 30-minute, in the 4-hour window. All right, and I make it white because I call it the cloud. All right, so if I put that in here, you're gonna see right here, 400 is gonna show up right there, and you're gonna see why price is not break. It's having a problem. There it is right there. Y'all see it? There it is. That's the 50 in the 4-hour window. So when I see price come here, I know it's on the moving 50 in the 4-hour window. It tried to break it on Friday, and it could not even last a good hour. It was on its way back inside that on the top side of this moving on this 400. All right, she did back up a little bit, but I'm telling y'all, that's the only reason why I did not pull the trigger in the 30-minute window. So if you want to know what the moving 50 is in the 4-hour window, 30-minute window, it's a 400. But in the 15-minute window, it is not a 400. Anybody know what that is? Anybody want to guess what it is?
800.
There you go. It's an 800. Just it's simple math. You put it there, it's going to drop right there where price is. Boom. That's the 800. In the 15-minute window, it's going to look different. But in the 30-minute window, it is a 400. So I don't want to get into all that. That's not about anything, just to show you why I did not take that trade. But let's go back to the 15-minute window. Let's talk about, I'm supposed to keep it on 800, sorry. Let's talk about the strategy, guys. The strategy is extremely simple now. Quads are better. Take it on the flash. That would be my suggestion. 15-minute window. My take profit is 50 pips if it's a level 1 with a level 3 semaphore. I take 50 pips. If it's a level 1 or 2 with a level 2 semaphore, I take 35. My stop loss is the same, 50 pips. All right. Any questions on the 15-minute window before I move to the 30-minute window? All right, let's go to the 30-minute window. 30-minute window. All right. I'll have this at a 400 because I know that's what the 50 is in a 30-minute window. I saw that. I would not have taken this trade on the flash. Matter of fact, I would be concerned of taking this trade because this has been a major support that price has not been able to stay under. It tried here, came right back, and is struggling right now. Other than that, I would have been in this trade. Why? Because this is the same way that I use the 15-minute window, I use the 30-minute window very, very similar. If I get a level 3, semaphore on a level 1 or level 2 exhaustion on the flash, which it was not here, it was here, so we need to know when it formed. It formed on this candle here. If this wasn't here, I would have entered the trade on this flash and I would have went for 50 pips. For the 30-minute window with the level 3 semaphore coming off a level 1 or level 2 exhausted candle on the flash right here, I would have took this for 50 pips. If it's a level 1 exhaustion coming off of a level 2 semaphore, I would have went for what did I say? No, I wouldn't went for level 3. I would have went for not 50 pips. I would have went for about 75 pips. I would have went for about 75 pips in the 30-minute window coming off of this setup right here. A level 2, I would have went for about 50 pips in the 30-minute window. Anybody want to know what my stop loss is?
75 pips.
There you go. My stop loss is whatever my big number is. 75 pip stop loss because I'm literally going a 1-to-1 ratio. If I'm coming off of a level 2 semaphore with a level 1 exhaustion, I'm going for 50 pips.
Can you explain the difference in the levels of semaphore?
Say that one more time, Jeremy.
Can you explain the difference in the level 1, 2, and 3 semaphore? I only see 2 different semaphores.
Okay. You see these little boxes? Do you see the boxes?
Yes.
Those are semaphores.
Yes.
They're just another indicator of exhaustion.
Right.
All right. If you see the little sunflower inside of it, that represents a bigger exhaustion than it without it. So I'm trying to keep it as street level as possible. With the star, big exhaustion. Without the star, smaller exhaustion. But it is an exhaustion. Okay.
So it's level 2 and level 3.
Yeah, and I just gave it a number. With the star is a level 3.
With a level 1 because I didn't see anything besides those 2 different ones.
We don't use the level 1s. Let me pull up the semaphore so I can show you guys. All right. 0 and 1 is a level 1. They are too erratic, so we don't even use them. 2 and 3 is a level 2.
Okay.
4 and 5 is a level 3. So because we don't use the level 1, I don't ever talk about it.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, makes sense.
Okay, so I only talk 2 and 3 semaphores with the star and without the star. So that may hopefully that'll help clear up what those semaphores. And then the exhaustion candles are just as follow. The big star hollow shaded one is level 1, and the little funny looking curly one, that's a level 2.
Exactly.
So now you're doing is matching up how far. All you're really doing now is you are exhaustion matching how many pips you about to go for. All right. So let me ask you this question. Since you asked the question, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat real quick. All right, I have a level 1 semaphore with a level 2. I have a level 1 exhaustion with a level 2 semaphore. Let's say it flashed here. I'm in the 30-minute window. How many pips am I going for?
35.
35. I'm in the 30-minute window.
Oh, 50. 50.
50. I'm going for 50 pips because I'm taking the trade on the flash. So I would have been going for 50 pips. She went 46, came down. It's toward the end of the day, so I'm going to talk about that too. But that's what I would have been going for, 46. Now, guys, listen to me when I say this. That's what I'm going for. Does that mean that's what I got to keep staying in and don't get out until I get it?
No.
All right. That's what I desire. I desire 50 pips. These numbers I'm coming up with, I just came up with them. They're not the gospel. So if you see 25, 30, 40, and you like, I'm good, hit the button. There's nothing wrong with closing out in profit. Those are just targets I like to go to. If the market gives me the volume, I'll go to the target. If the market gives me only 30 of those, I'm not going to complain. So always, you never be in a trade and close out a trade not in profit because you were trying to hold it for the number that I gave you.
Or do a trailing stop.
You can do that too. Or just slide your stop loss down to, if it goes up 30 pips, say, hey, you got 5 pips, but you ain't taking these 25 from me. There's a lot you can do. So I don't want y'all to lock yourselves on what Stan said, 50 pips with a level 2 semaphore and a level 1. So I held it for 50. It was at 48, but I was trying to get them other 2. And but I ended up getting me out at like 2 pips of profit. I'm just gonna look at you and go, huh? What? But I'm sure none of us would do that. So don't do that. All right. This is the game of get your money, get the pips. That's just my target. All right. So that's the 30-minute window. 75 pip stop loss. If I get a level 3, like right here, guys, I was going for 50. I'm going for 75 pips on this one. I got a level 2 exhaustion on a level 3 semaphore. What? Man, I'm taking that trade all day long. That's me. I've seen it enough, so I'm cool with that. Most of you guys, watch it. Watch how it play out, and then your confidence will get better. Now, this is in gold. Gold is going to give you them kind of numbers because it's gold. It has a lot of volume. It moves. So I believe it's going to give it to you. Here's a level 2. I would have been for 35. Guys.
So were you taking that to the next exhaustion? The
Who
curved
does ask that
arrow?
question? Daryl?
Daryl, yeah.
Now, if you are about that life, D, if you are about that life, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm doing. Because I've traded this enough last week, and I had a really, really good success. So that's why I was out of pocket, wasn't trading the copy. I wasn't doing a lot because I had like, if what I'm doing is right, and I do this call tonight, it's on and popping. I'm sorry, y'all, for my ebonics, but it is on. Because here's what I've been seeing, guys. Level 2 with a level 2 exhaustion on a level 3 semaphore, I'm looking to go till I see the next exhaustion and almost sometime till I see the next semaphore. But I'm locking up profit like crazy.
Okay, what do you mean when you say you're locking it up?
All right. Say, for instance, I got this set up here. I would have entered that trade on the flash. So in my mind, I know I'm going for 75 pips.
And Stan, you're referring to this happening in the 30-minute window, right?
This is the 30-minute window. But this could be, hey, I don't play with the 15. 15 is 35, 50, I'm out because I'm scalping. Boom, 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 boom. This is going to be the 30-minute and the hour, and I'm going to show y'all how to, for those of you who don't have time to scalp the 15-minute window, you're going to become a fan of the 30 and the hour because you can get in that trade. You can let it do what it's going to do because each candle is going to take about 30 minutes or an hour to do whatever it is going to do, you know, and you'll be able to still check it every 30 minutes, check it every hour, and still be able to do your life, work and still be profitable in this. So, but again, it's on understanding what you're going for when you see the setup. So this is why I want to really camp out on making sure you guys understand the different setups. Stephanie, are you on here? I don't think Stephanie is on here. Well, I'm gonna have Stephanie to put together a PDF file that will explain what I'm sharing with you guys, but it's only gonna be for gold. If I give y'all numbers, it's gonna have to be for gold. I can't give it to you for Forex pairs. I can't give it to you for indice pairs because I'm not trading it. I don't know it. But I do know the system will work on all of that. The amount of pips it will give you, that I cannot tell you. So what I mean by that is when I see this setup, I know that price has exhausted extremely, that it's going to make a move back in the other direction once I get the safe zone closed. So this took every candle is 30 minutes. Of course, this pullback here was a big pullback. But because I seen this setup several times in the 30-minute window, I'm looking to go to when I see this next exhaustion or literally to this next safe zone, but I'm assuming myself to get at least 75 pips. Now, do I think I'm gonna get, what was that, 190 some pips? No, but I'm definitely expecting 75 pips out of this move. And so when it happens to me is when I get to 75 pips, I bring my 75 pip stop loss to break even. So now I'm in a different game. The game now is I don't have to win, but I'm definitely not going to lose. So now I'm going to go to the next safe zone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You play two games. One game you play is give me my pips. The next game you play because you want more. You're saying, hey, when you reach this certain target, I'm bringing my stop loss. I'm going to drag my stop loss to my entry or a little bit above my entry so that if price pulls back and retests my entry, I only will lose profit. You can't be up 50 or 75 pips and then close out with a 25 or 50 pips loss. That means that you did not protect your house. But you don't want to move your stop loss when you just go up 20 pips either. This is gold. At least 50 pips minimum before you drag that stop loss to your break even. If that's the case, just take the pips and then look for another trade. Don't do this in the 15-minute window. Take those pips. You could do this in the 30 or in the hour. Let me pause. Are there any questions on that? Or did I answer that person's question?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So let me move to the hour window. It's very repetitive. It's the exact same thing. All right. It's just, it takes a little bit longer for them to develop. Let me say this. Do not put up an hour on one screen, 30 minutes on another screen, and a 15 and think that you're going to understand how to trade them all at the same time. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not that, and I made it up. So I know you're going to have a hard time doing it, trying to look at them all at the same time. Trade one time frame for what it is. All right?
Stan, one question about that. So before, when you were looking at the 30 for your direction, you were using a 5 for your trigger for entry. Now, are you entering off the 30 flash?
Yes. If it's coming off of a quad or better.
Got it.
Say you don't really need. The only time you look to go to the 5-minute window is if you missed that first initial entry.
Yep.
And now you got a secondary entry in the same direction of that quad. You can use that 5-minute. I have actually still found it still to be profitable just to enter it on the 30-minute window because I'm taking those trades in that direction.
And not experience big drawdown, right?
No, I have not been experienced because I'm going with the flow of that quad.
Got it.
Now, let me give you this little caveat, guys. Have you ever heard the head and the tail? If you guys, well, you want to be at the head of a wave or the tail of a wave? Somebody answer that.
Head.
At least the
Head
head.
of the wave. Absolutely.
Head.
You don't want to get tail of the wave. You want to be at the head. The reason why you want to be at the head, because that's going to give you the biggest movement. Sometimes, let me go here. You can be in this trade here. This was the head of that wave in the hour window. This is the tail of that. This is probably the mid part. If another safe zone came up here, do you think that you're going to get the possible same volume that you had here? Or it's going to be a lot less?
A lot less.
A lot less. So you're in your mind, does it mean you can't take that trade? No, you still can take it, but you can't have the same expectations as you did if you would have entered this on the head. Your PIP goal has to come down significantly, because you're, in my mind, I'm at possibly the tail end of this big bearish move. And you have to make that decision to take it. If you do take it, don't try to go for the same amount of pips as you would if you'd have caught this on this initial. Can I give y'all a little tip? Here's a tip. If you don't have time to trade a lot, go to the 30-minute window. If you don't have time to trade a lot, put your system on alert me on the flash. Alert me on the level 1 exhaustion, alert me on the level 2 exhaustion, and make sure you see them. In the 30-minute window, if you don't have time to take those trades and you want to take 85 to 90% winning trades, only trade the first wave of the quads or better. You're going to win 8 out of 10 of them, if not all 10. Don't worry about trying to take a secondary entry. Set your alerts to only give it to you on the initial. The only thing I would say is put this 400 on that moving, put that moving average, make it a 400. So I think some of you guys got a moving 8. We don't even use the 8 with this new strategy. So make that moving 8 on your colored moving average, make it a 400 exponential. That's telling you the trend that is going on in the 4-hour window. 30-minute window, this 400 is working as a major support. Price has not been able to confidently stay under this move 400. So if you see a setup, that's the reason why I didn't take this trade. Other than that, I would have taken this trade. This 400 acts as a move, it's the moving 50 in the 4-hour window. If it's way up here and I get this set up, I'm taking that trade. That's a trade for me right there. Coming off of this, I could take that trade, but I'm nervous because it's around this 400. So I don't have the same goal as I have away from this 400. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. But if you take these trades in the 30-minute window off of the initial quad or better, you're going to win more than 80% of those trades. And guys, I did the math. Now, there's different times that this happened, but just in a 30-minute window of this, for August, just on the initial quads or better, if you were up at the time to take this, it gave you over 24 opportunities in 1 month to take the trade off of a quad or better. I'm not talking secondary entries. I'm talking initial quad or better entry. You could have compounded a serious account this month. I looked at July, it was even crazier. And we're talking setup like this, 75 pips. A level 2, 50 pips. Even though this bad boy went, you went 50, you got excited, but she went 500. Stan, what do? You either make a decision, you about that life. I'm going in on the initial quad, and I ain't getting out into a quad. Hey, why not? That's what you was asking about, Duro, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Why not? Some of them gonna give you big moves. This would have gave you very little money, decent money. But can you do it? Yes. I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm telling y'all level 2s, go for 50 on the initial entry. Level 3s, with the level 3 semi-4, with a level 1, go for 75. You will eat very, very well in the 30-minute window, and you don't have to be in a lot of trades. And you can do the exact same thing, guys, in the hour window. Just take the initial entries on the hour window on the flash. This is why the flash comes so handy, Alan. I don't have to wait for the check the 5-minute window when I'm taking these trades, because I'm taking them on the flash. I'm taking them before that candle finishes.
Got it.
So I'm in there way better than the 5-minute window. So in the hour window, let's just say that bad boy came right here on the flash. I'm in that trade here versus taking that trade here or waiting for the 5-minute window to probably put me in here. In that trade on the flash somewhere in here, drop as much as 90-something pips. Now here's my numbers for the hour window. If I get a level 2 setup with a level 1 exhaustion with a level 2 semi-4 on the flash, I'm going for, you guys already know, 75 pips. If it's a level 3, I'm going for 100 pips. What is my stop loss?
100.
100.
And this is the 1 hour you're talking about.
This is the 1 hour time frame. And if you go to the 4-hour window, use Travis strategy.
Okay. The moving average for the 1 hour window would be
the 200.
200.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions? Yes. So
a lot
on
of
the
meat
flash,
in this meeting tonight. Yes.
On entering in on the flash, and with that on the flash, is it blinking?
No, flash simply means that candle is not finished yet.
Okay.
That's all I mean. Not it ain't gonna flicker. It just means that candle it's still got some time left in it. Now, a lot of you guys should have the new 2.0 with flash option. All right, let me share that with you. It should look like this. EFU 2.0 system flash option. Who does not have this?
I don't know if I have it. How do I look?
All right, I'm going to post it in the Telegram room after the meeting.
I do not have it.
You download it just like you did the regular the new 2.0, and you use your same key.
Okay, dokie.
The difference between this one and the one you have now, it has a flash option of being notified. So that's even better. So if you at work, you got all your notifications that can notify you if you trade in the 30-minute and the hour. And you want to put this on true, meaning send me a notification what do you want to be notified? See, now here's the only difference with it. Gets a little tricky. If you have all of this true, it's going to send you a notification on the current candle while it's still moving. It's going to send you an update. It'll send you an alert. That is not all bad because you're waiting for the initial quad to enter the trade. So you're probably going to get a level 1 or level 2 exhaustion notification first. Okay, cool. Then you're going to get a thumbs notification. Cool. If you don't want the thumbs, because the thumb is just a visual confirmation of what's about to happen. So you can turn that off. Because now all you're waiting for now is you got that. By the time you get the safe zone notification, more than 90% of the time, your level 1 and your level 2 exhaustion will already have closed. Now you're simply waiting on a notification to come to you, flash safe zone. You go and check your screen before you take it. Don't just take it in the dark. Make sure that's what you see, because sometimes these things can, it's technology, so it can malfunction. So never trade in the dark. Trade what you see. Take a look at it. If that's what you saw, boom, take the trade.
How do I download the flash thing?
How do you do what?
How do I get it?
At the end of the meeting, I'm going to post it up in the Telegram room, and you download it like you do any other indicator that I put up.
All right. No, cool. Thanks.
No problem. Any other questions?
Dan,
Yes.
What was the take profits for level 1 again? 100 pips and 75 pips?
75 if it's coming off a level 2 semaphore with a level 1. If it's with the star and it has a level 1 or level 2 exhaustion, I'm going for 100.
Thanks.
Y'all, these ain't no baby pips I'm talking to y'all about on gold. There's some grown man, grown woman pips.
Stan, in the training room, on the website, do you have the a video of the setting up notification?
I have to look. If not, I'll try to make one this week.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're right at 9 o'clock. I wish that that setup would have came a little bit before we got on. I'd have had everybody jump and grab some profits beforehand, but it went kind of fast.
I don't have the semaphore indicator.
All right, it's called a golden. You have it, but look in your insert indicator custom. So you go here, insert indicator, okay. Insert indicator customs, and then it will say something like 4x3 semaphore alert.
All right. Okay.
That's what it was saying,
right.
And that's what it is.
Right.
Oh, let me show you how to set it up, though. When you go to it, this is the setup. For your colors, 0 is none, 1 is none, 2 is blue, 3 is yellow, 4 is white, 5 is white. And then for your inputs, so you can get the little star and the square, you go to symbol 2. That's the only thing you're going to change on inputs is symbol 2, and you're going to put a 111. It's going to be at 159. Change 159 to 111, and then click OK. And then it will give you this setup to look just like this.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions before I sign off and enjoy my Labor Day?
Stan.
Yes.
Remember, I had a conversation with you regarding helping me to set up these alerts on my phone.
Yes. Let me do on your phone, set up the alerts. Okay, let me show you how to do that right now. I'll do it in this recording so you can go back and look at it. Okay, So what kind of phone you have?
It's a
Android or Apple?
Android.
Okay, Android. So what you want to do first, who am I talking to? David.
David, yes.
All right. David, you go to your MT4 on your computer. You go to Tools. Click on Tools. Then you click on Options. Then you want to go to Notifications and Options. There is a box that says Enable Push Notifications. You need to click that box. Once you click that box, you go to your phone, your MT4 on your phone. You have MT4 downloaded on your phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you go to the MT4 on your phone, then you go to Settings on your phone.
I'm actually doing it right as we speak, you know.
All right, you're gonna look for something that says Meta quote ID.
Let me see if I can find the settings.
Scroll down up under Messages, go to Messages.
Hold on, I'm looking for settings
Meta
on my
quote ID.
Hold on. Okay, after, could you just repeat? When I
Go
go
to
settings,
MetaTrader on your phone, then go to Settings.
Yes.
Then scroll down and look for Messages.
Messages, yes.
You see a Meta quote ID.
Yes.
You see some numbers there.
Yes.
You take those numbers and you come back to here where it says Meta quote ID on your computer, and you put those numbers in and you click Test. If everything went in correctly, it's going to send you a test text through your MetaTrader to your phone.
All right, let me just do that right now as we speak.
That goes for anybody and everybody. That is how you get push notifications to your phone.
Oh, okay, cool.
Test. Notification was successfully queued. Look at journal for more information.
Did you get anything from your phone to your phone?
Let me just see. It would come into what? Regular.
No, it will come to your MT4. So you got to go to your messages in your MT4 file.
Okay.
So down at the bottom in the, because I have an Android as well, I think it's in the right corner. It had a little message box.
Terminal test message from.
There you go. That's it. So if you have your, now what you need to do from there, I think you can go to settings and you can go back to your phone up on the settings and you'll see notification ringtone. Make sure that's turned on. We'll have some type of ringtone, and it should, every time you get a notification that you got set up from your computer,
okay,
with the 2.0 system, it should notify you.
Okay, great.
And it'll tell you what it is: safe zone up, safe zone down, level 1 exhaustion up, level 1, you know, it's telling you what's going on.
Okay. Can it be set specific to any time frame? Or
no, it's only going to do the time frame you're in. If you're in the 30-minute window, it's going to give it to you in the 30-minute window. If you're doing the hour, it's going to do the hour. So it's whatever time frame you have it on. So if you have the 30-minute, like I have the hour window up, if I turn it on, as long as this is the only pair I got up that's being notified. Now you can be on all kind of pairs, and you can say I only want notification to come from the gold 1 hour, and it'll send it to you just out of the 1 hour window.
How do I set that?
Just make sure you have the 1 hour window up that you just set up. Whatever you just set up, make sure the the 2.0 system in the hour window has the notification allows of what you want in it.
Okay, then suppose I want, say, 2 or 3 1 hour, say from gold, GBP, or some other forex.
Then when you put the thumbs, if you save this template and you open up GA, if you saved it, let's say you saved gold exactly how you want it as far as push notification, and then you save that template. Then you went to GA and you open that template up with the template you just saved, it's gonna start sending push notifications in that same time frame, just like it was doing from gold, because it saved the same information, and now it's gonna be doing it for GA and whatever pair you open up with that template that you just saved.
Okay. Okay.
So save the template once you're done, and then you don't have to go through all of those minor steps to get that if you open it up multiple different pairs.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll try that. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Last chance questions. Go ahead.
On the markets tomorrow, the New York is the only one that's not going to be open, or other ones are not going to be
You know what? I'm going to take a break tomorrow. So even if they are, I'm probably going to peek at London. I was going to do a live scalping, guys. So I'm going to start doing this 15-minute scalping with y'all live, but I'm only doing gold. But I don't think I'm going to start till Tuesday just because of the holidays, because I'm trading a U.S. pair.
What time will that be? What
No,
time
it's going to be the London Open. So it's 2 a.m. Eastern Standard. So I'm typically about 15 minutes before it opens. So I'm not going to post it. I'm not, because if I won't post it, if you jump on and I'm not on and I don't come on, that means I ain't doing it. All right, I'm gonna try to let you know if I'm gonna do it or not, but it is not mandatory. It is not a part of the schedule. It's just saying, hey, I want y'all to get used to this so that you can start doing it on your own. And yes, I'll trade with you live until you do, until I get tired. So I have no time frame on how long I'm gonna do this. Right now, I want everyone to get what I just taught tonight, because once you guys get this, it doesn't matter what pair you go and trade. this thing will work. It's just I don't know how many pips we will give you, because I don't trade nothing but gold. But I think Mike, do you trade SP, right?
S&P on the 30-minute.
S&P on the 30-minute. I bet you any money, Mike is like, yup, he right. But sometimes people may narrow their, well, I'm only going to take the level 3s. I'm not going to take the level 2s. That's okay. So you have to modify it based on the pair that you done got comfortable with. I'm comfortable with gold, that I take it all. SP is a beast. So you got to really be selective on the ones that you take for that one. I would only take this setup here. I wouldn't take a level 2 semaphore on SP just because it moves so crazy.
Yep.
Yes,
I'd rather take the level 3s. But that's me, but I don't trade it. So
level 3 of course, you can enter on the close of the safe zone, but I also enter my early entry is on a when it does a sling back.
See, now you getting all fancy on us. These old sling back. Might come over with them old fancy sling back with a bounce back with a rebound with a triple take.
Triple ending.
Yeah. It's all good. Well, guys, practice this. I'm going to post this up tonight. Practice. Enjoy y'all Labor Day weekend. Demo. Practice. I expect major money to be made this month with this here. Major money. I don't want to hear no more accounts blowouts.
Lol.
Major. This is what we've been waiting on. And the pieces are coming together, guys. Let's make it happen.
Stan, just before you go, where do you post this recording?
It's going to be in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be in the room.
All right.
All right, guys. Everyone have a great night. If you're celebrating Labor Day, be safe.
Thanks.
And everyone have a good one.
I'll see you at 1:30.
Huh?
Enjoy your Labor Day.
Yeah, I won't do it tonight, y'all, so don't look for me tonight.
Enjoy your Labor Day. Back to work for me.
Thank you. I will. All right, y'all take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, Stan.
No problem.
Thank you.
Maryland acquired church mouse tonight. What's going on?
I'm at a family reunion, Stan. All right, I'm gonna listen to the replay though.
I can barely hear you.
Okay, I said I'm at a family reunion and I'm gonna listen to the replay.
All right, well, enjoy your family reunion, girl. All right, take care.
All right, Stan, bye-bye.
All right, Eric.
Hey, Stan.
Yes, sir.
Will you be doing the trading on the London session tonight, this morning?
No, sir.
Tomorrow morning, okay.
It'll be tomorrow, whatever, Tuesday, but not in the morning.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. For sure.
All right, Lou.